Hey everybody, I appreciate you guys tuning in to my very first video. I call it the End of the World House. Found me a nice property, which you guys will see in this video and other videos to come in the future. So I appreciate you guys are here on the ride for the ride with me. We can check out I'm just trying to wonder where this black shit on this gravel road is, man. It wasn't there yesterday, so I don't know if something just had a major leak coming through here or what. It kind of smells propane-ish like, so I don't know what it is. But anyway, I'm going to be doing videos on this property that I'm getting ready to purchase out here. It's a brick ranch house on 40 acres, and it sits off the main road about a half a mile, surrounded by woods. And I call it my End of the World House because if you were to think what an end of the world house would be, it'd be this house right here. It is amazing how it's hidden from the main road and, society actually. So it's perfect to live and hide out at, and it's going to be fun doing videos out here as I end up purchasing the property and setting it up with things, a garden. We're going to explore the woods. I got water supply. It's got a well. It's on rural water, but it's got a well. It's got a stream in the back with a beautiful waterfall in it. So hopefully I get to, I'll do a video on this. So, one thing you want to make sure when you're looking for, a place to live out in the country, to start homesteading basically and living off the grid. Now, I don't want to live off the grid. I want electricity, man. Okay, I want rural water. I don't have to boil my water or wonder if I'm drinking water that's good. I mean, I want water and electricity. So when you hear people say living off the grid, they don't understand what life would be like living off the grid. If you had to run a generator of sorts or use candles for light, not having a working toilet, you got some outhouse in the back. So I ain't going that far, man. I want to, have amenities, but you never know what's going to happen to our society, our country, our way of life, right? Especially right now. It's the worst that I've ever witnessed, and I'm in my 60s, so I've lived through the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, so I understand how this country ran and was like compared to what it is today. And I've never been worried about, not worried for myself, I'm worried for my grandkids and my own kids. Okay, I already lived my life, so it doesn't bother me what happens to this country. But I've never had to think in those types of terms till now, because we're somewhere in our country where I've never seen we crossed over this line in our country that I've never seen, guys. Okay, so I want to get out. I want to get away from people, and I don't want to be in a place where if something did happen to our country, it kind of gets into some chaos. Now, I don't ever want it to turn that way, because I got 5 beautiful grandkids that I never want them to go through something like that. So I'm not praying for theirs or hoping that this happens. I'm doing just the opposite. I'm hoping nothing happens, man. We get our country back in line, and we go on living hundreds of years in good society. But you know, you got to prepare, guys. Okay. Some people prep and they stock up food, which I do too, starting to. But you know, I want to get out of the city. I mean, I live in a rural city already, so there's only like 6,000 people in the town that I live in. So it's not like a major metropolitan. Okay, so. But still, I mean, I don't like that even, man. So I want to get out here in the rural wilderness, so to speak, where there's game and, you know, things I can turn to just in case I have to, okay? A water supply. There's plenty of game out here, turkey and deer. I'll get pictures of them and put them on my site. It's just crazy, man. So here's where we make a right-hand turn, guys. And this is where we leave society, man, as we know it, and now get back in to where I'm going to be staying at the end of the world. So right here is where my property begins. I have 40 acres. It's like an L-shaped 40 acres, okay, guys? It's in a shape of an L. This road goes down the center of my property, okay, on both sides. You know, imagine this road wasn't here. This would be a big pasture, and this would be my property right here, okay? But this road leads to my house. It's a half a mile long, so it's a half a mile off the main course, and it's beautiful, man. As you guys can see, man, this is all you see out here. It's just green, beautiful green, which I love. This is nature at its finest, guys. I'm so lucky to have the opportunity to purchase a property like this. I haven't yet. I'm still in the process of getting it. But you know, something drastic would have to happen for me not to get it. So there is a chance, but right now I'm thinking positive terms that, you know, I'm going to own this property, and I'm going to live out here in my own end of the world house, guys. So there is another house down here where this guy bought 10 acres of land, and he built him a house, as you can kind of see it coming in the picture now. Now here's something that maybe, you know, you guys can comment on is this road here. This is all my property here, and this road is my property that comes down here and leads to my house, but also leads to him when it winds off down here. Now the people that I'm purchasing this house from claim that, you know, this road has an easement for this guy to get in and out. And that's where the question comes, man. Why do I gotta let this guy here, and he's a nice guy, don't get me wrong, why do I gotta let him drive through my property to get in and out of his property? You know, it's not my problem that he bought a 10-acre piece of land and built a house that never had a road, a legal road, city road, or whatever you want to call it, going to his house. He has to come across my property, use my road that I have to maintain and gravel to keep up, for him to get in and out. So we take a left here, guys, and this is where, you know, we get off the main, you know, kind of mining his road. But this whole road we've been on is private property, okay? This ain't a thoroughway for anybody. I got it posted with a lot of private property signs. So, you know, if anybody comes down this road that's not supposed to be here, they're gonna pass about half a dozen no trespassing sign, guys, okay? So, when, you know, those signs will deter law-abiding citizens, but if you keep coming, you're up to no good as far as I'm concerned. So, whatever happens to you, happens to you. That's all I'm going to say, okay? And so anyway, this road continues on. I mean, it's just so beautiful out here, guys. And let me hit four-wheel drive real fast, guys, because we got to climb the excuse me. We got to climb like a little mountain to get to this house, guys. Okay? Pick up a little speed here. But back in here would be where the house is. The house itself is surrounded with 10 acres of land, guys, okay? There's the house right there. Like I said, this house is surrounded with 10 acres of land. I mean, 10 acres of woods. You know, that's just this portion of the 40 acres, guys. So I'm gonna end this video here, guys, and I'll do another video on the house. We'll do a walkthrough on the house, and then of course once I purchase this house, guys, I'm gonna get me a drink of water. Once I purchase the house, guys, I'll be doing a lot of videos in the future on how I'm setting it up. Bear with me, guys. I had to get something to drink, man. I just had a dry throat all of a sudden. Well, you can see the view from here, which we just drove from. And like I said, I'll do a video here, a walkthrough for the house. I got some stuff to unload and stuff, guys, so I'm gonna have to cut this camera off, so, or this video off, okay? So we'll do video. I'll walk around the property. I'll do a property inside, and we'll just I hope you guys are here for the ride and help me ride along with me on seeing what I'm going to do here to live out the end of the world, guys. So maybe you guys we can learn together, and you know, I can teach you guys something you didn't know. Maybe you guys can comment and teach me something I didn't know. So let's have a journey out here in the end of the world, guys. So thank you for following.